What's up, guys? Welcome to a new Shopify print on demand series where we get into the fifth episode of what we're doing here today. And really, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be purchasing and utilizing a premium Shopify theme so that we can essentially give ourselves the boost in conversion rates. Now, I'm going to explain the science behind why we use specific Shopify themes. Now, you guys can use whatever theme you want. If you've seen my other videos, you probably know my explanation as to why. If you haven't seen them, it's perfectly fine. I'll just explain it very, very quickly right now. The reason why we're using a premium Shopify theme, or the reason why I'm using it, is throughout my whole entire e-commerce journey, I've realized that you can't just use a regular store, kind of like what you're seeing here. And when I say you can't, take that with a grain of salt, because you can. You can just go out there and use what you have, but unfortunately, it decreases your conversion rate, and you have the chance to increase your conversion rate with certain apps and certain things that can help you. Now, the reason why we're not using specific Shopify apps that are paid is because the costs really tend to add up, especially for a lot of beginners, and this is a beginner tutorial. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer just to find out how you want things to work out on your store, and it could take just a little bit longer, like I said. So every single day that you're using a Shopify app, you're going to have to pay for it, and it comes out at the end in a monthly fee. And, using 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 different Shopify apps really is not a big deal. But with the amount of apps that we are going to need to boost our conversion rates at the highest level possible, it's going to be very, very significant amount every single month. It's going to be well over $200-$300 a month just to continue paying for certain apps. So the way we combat this, and the way a lot of people combat this, is they actually don't pay as much for apps, but they use premium themes, and usually the premium themes is either a yearly or a one-time fee, and that yearly or one-time fee, it just depends on where you get your theme, is what takes care of it for you. And there's also different businesses structure their themes differently. I'm going to be using the POD theme, so the POD or theme POD shop, which is themepodshop.com. You guys can search it. I'll leave my affiliate link in the description box down below. They talk a lot about the different things of how this theme helps you for print on demand. Basically, it's a theme created specifically for print on demand. Every single conversion rate boosting factor in here, and you guys could read through it. They got a ton of different stuff here. It helps your conversion rate and boost that conversion rate, and it's a really, really good theme produced by bots and apps. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on this. I already purchased the theme. This is the actual second license that I purchased. Maybe one day I'll show you guys my other store, my other print-on-demand store. But, then again, I don't want to deal with copycats and things like that. So we'll see what happens. But at least you guys are seeing this store with this theme. So I went out of my way, purchased the actual store, purchased the actual theme for the second time, and I'm going to use it. But before we even upload it, because I already did purchase it, let's go ahead and take a look at the demo. So to view the demo, you could just go to literally themepodshop.com or click the link, the affiliate link in the description box down below. It will take you there. Just click this demo link, and here it says password. Now, if you look here, it says use password POD theme pro. So I'm just literally going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it here and hit enter. And their theme or their store is called Fruit Mode. So I'm going to get rid of this. And this is a demo of what the store could look like. So they have a bunch of different products here. And I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong, but doesn't this look like a printful phone case? I could be wrong, but I think I've sold phone cases before on a different store, and it was very, very similar to this. I could be wrong. It could be a different company, but to me it seems like printful. Here is the homepage. There comes a frequently asked questions page, about us page, contact us page. Wait, there's a little image here. Yeah, so about us page. We have the catalog, which I call this the product page, but product pages or product grid page. But really, it's a collection page, and that's really the true terminology for it. Here we have the homepage, and we can look all kinds of different, features to it. You have what's referred to here as a product carousel, which for those who don't know, a product carousel is essentially products that are in a list form to where it just kind of spins like this, as you guys can see. So it looks very, very professional here. Here you have a banner split by a smaller product grid with only 3 products, but looks okay. Not sure if I'm going to use that feature, but we'll see what we'll do. Here is a cool sliding banner. I love this idea. This idea is really, really cool. Here we have blogs. So blogs are okay. We're really going to be using blogs for the SEO purposes. Very, very important to be doing this for the way we're going to grow our our store. It's going to do really, really well. And of course, you have the footer. And along the side of the footer, you're going to see these pop-ups where it says someone purchased a whatever. This is called the sales proof or social proof pop-up. And what this does is, for the end consumer, it creates 2 things. It creates trust and it creates incentivization. So if you guys are familiar, there's a lot of different science behind this. But if you're familiar, you guys know Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett has a business partner named Charlie Munger. Now, Charlie Munger used to actually work in a lawyer's office prior to him becoming this investor or whatever you want to call it. And he had to study human psychology. And human psychology, he learned a lot about what makes people buy certain products. They were a litigation team that would sue different types of businesses because they would trigger people to buy certain ways and they would sell false products and things like that. And what he learned is that people who use certain tactics can increase sales dramatically. And he actually took those skills and those things that he learned and invested in companies that encompass these same things. One of the things is social proof, and this is an example of social proof. When somebody else tends to buy something, it's more likely that people will feel more comfortable to buy something else. Also, here is I forgot to mention this. This is a product tabbed, what do you call this? A product collection tab. There we go. So here you have the different tabs. At least this is what I call it. I'm not sure what they call it. We'll find out in just a minute. But these are essentially different tabs, and this is really effective. If you're going to be doing print on demand, you're going to be presenting products from different categories within one niche. You can have like collection 1, collection 2, collection 3, so different collections, and these products will be presented in different collections, which is a very, very clean look. Of course, we have the search product function, and so this is called fruit mode. So let me search for like Apple, for example. Let's see if Apple exists. Okay, so there is an Apple product here. I can click on it and it will take me to the product page. Now, the product page, there's a lot of features here that we can go in depth with, but honestly, I would much rather just go into it when we upload our own theme. But I will note that there are a few different sales approaches that are used on this product page, and maybe you guys can point them out. If you look at the screen, can you point these sales tactics out? You guys let me know. I'm going to let you know right now what they are. So there's 3 different, or maybe 4 different sales tactics. So first of all, other than the obvious reviews, here you have a section called X amount sold in X amount of hours. This is a feature within certain themes. Not all themes have this, but certain themes to where you are telling consumers how much sold in a specific amount of time. Now, this tool here, this feature, whatever you want to call it, is extremely effective depending on how you're going to advertise. For us, we're going to use this for our Facebook ads, and we're going to say, limited stock available. That's going to create incentivization bias. So that's going to trigger customers to be like, oh my God, there's limited stock. If they have an ounce of interest, that ounce of interest is going to double into 2 ounces of interest. And, I'm using a metaphor here of the word ounce of interest, but you guys get what I'm saying. If they have a certain level of interest, that interest is going to double. It's going to increase when they see the ad. But in order for an ad to convert, and this is a lot of the big problems, a lot of people are beginners when they run ads. They're not really familiar how with ads work. When you're running an ad, there's something called correlation bias. If you advertise something to somebody, they have to see the direct correlation of that on the actual web page. So if I say limited stock available, the customer, or I have to present to the customer something that is believable to where limited stock is truly available. So let's say they see an ad about limited stock available. they see this little pop-up. It's a sales proof pop-up at the bottom left-hand corner saying, so-and-so, purchase this, so-and-so, purchase that, so-and-so, purchase this. So then they find a product that they're interested in. They have a little bit of interest, but they also have a little bit of doubt. And doubt is very important, very useful from a conversion standpoint. When the consumer has a little bit of doubt, what they're looking for is reaffirmation bias. Reaffirmation bias is when an individual has doubt within their body, they just not 100% sure about something, they need some kind of detail, some kind of information to reaffirm their doubt, aka relieve their doubt. Now this pop-up here, it's not really a pop-up, it's a feature that says X amount sold in X amount of hours. This is what's going to play into reaffirmation bias. When the individual is reaffirmed, now they have trust. So when doubt is relieved, what happens? The individual has trust. So a lot of the times when your business is built, frankly, it's not attractive, it doesn't look good, when your website doesn't look good, a lot of consumers are going to not end up purchasing your products on your website because they don't trust that you're an actual business, even though they see the website in front of them. There's a lot of people that lose the sale when they're selling their print-on-demand products simply because there's lack of trust. You have to figure out as a business owner how you can implement trust into your business. Well, you can do that just by this alone. Now, when a consumer, and you got to put yourself in a consumer's shoes, when they see this pop-up, they see the ad, they see information like this is all reaffirmed. They're becoming more confident now in your business. Well, what happens now? They need incentivization. They need motivation to purchase. Well, if we scroll down here, you could see the real-time visitor count, which means the amount of visitors on this website right now, is changing, a number that's constantly changing, 18, 19, whatever. This is social proof bias. This is more social proof, increasing incentivization. So a consumer becomes motivated, right, when they see others doing the same thing, when they have, especially with some interest. The consumer has some interest, they have some trust, they see other people on the website now looking to buy the same thing, they're almost in. Then you see right here another form of incentivization, which says order now in the next 4 hours and 39 minutes to get it by Friday, 11/11/2022. Now, you're going to be able to edit this when you get your theme. This data here is editable, how many days it takes for shipping. We're going to connect it with Printful so that it's an average amount, average period of time, so by the time the customer gets the product. But this even works. Amazon even used this. If you go purchase something on Amazon, maybe I could show you guys. Let's go to Amazon.com and let's search for phone case. Let's search for phone case here. We click on any phone case. There's going to be a little thing that says get by blah, 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 get fast free shipping. I believe I have to be logged in. So yeah, I might have to be logged in, but I believe it will say, here it is. Okay, so free delivery Thursday, November 10th if you spend $25, or fastest delivery Monday, November 7th. So they're reaffirming and they're incentivizing consumers to purchase by a certain date to get it a certain date, right? They want consumers to buy as fast as possible. And then here finally it says spend X amount to get free shipping. So if let's say I add the product to my cart. Let's say I want to get free shipping. I'll be like, okay, well, how much do I have to get? Oh, wait a minute. I see other products for sale. So this is an upsell feature, right? So all of these different things, guys, you're not going to get these features in a free theme. And this is why, like I said, the free theme, it's not that it's bad, because it's not bad, right? Anything for free is decent enough. But it's not that it's bad. It's just not going to help you make more sales than what somebody like me would make, for example. For example, if I have two stores and one is using the Dawn theme and one is using this theme, right? The competition is for every 7 sales that I'll make, you'll make 1 or 2 if you're lucky. I'll make 8, 10, 12, 7 sales. You'll make 1 or 2, right? So it's all about how you want to structure things. Now, like I said, you don't need a premium theme. You could easily go to the Shopify App Store and download all the different apps. But then again, the cost is going to be a little bit extreme on a monthly basis. So you're not really saving yourself anything. But if we go over here and just view our cart, and this is a slidable cart, by the way, we have a little free shipping motivator, which is pretty cool. This free shipping motivator motivates consumers to increase average order value. So what is average order value? Very simple. The average order value just means the amount that customers are going to pay at your store. If you want a print-on-demand shop, you want to increase the amount of money that people are spending with your store. That just makes sense. Instead of somebody spending $40, you want them to spend $80, $100, $200. Why? Why do you want them to do that? Because that's going to mean more profit for you. Well, how do you get them to do that? An easy way to do that is free shipping motivators. Everybody wants free shipping. There's no question about that. Now, we're going to implement certain factors to where if the individual doesn't spend over a certain amount, they pay for shipping. So it doesn't come out of our pockets. If they do spend over a certain amount, they get free shipping, which is great. So we're going to set this all up right here, right now. So I already bought the theme, and this is the theme. I mean, you guys can take a look at the website. You can look at their features. You can look at everything. This is a Bots and Apps product. You just go over here to order now, and you pick whatever license you want. 1 license package, 3 license package. I honestly should have bought the agency package, but it is what it is. I already purchased 2 license packages, so maybe I'll message them and say, see what I could do. But I already purchased 2 of these, so let's go ahead and get back to what we're doing. But I'm going to leave this link in the description if you want to get started. Let's go into Shopify now, and let's get started. So I have the file right here. I'm going to unzip it. It's titled Unzip to Upload. So you're going to have to unzip the file once you purchase from them the theme, right? You're going to unzip the file that you get, right? So you're going to have to download it, unzip it. Let me get rid of these extra links right here. And by the way, this is our playlist. Every video we record in this series, we'll be adding it to this playlist, and we'll be leaving the playlist link in the description box down below so you guys can take a look at every single video, all right? So now that we have the zip file, I'm going to go into the untitled folder here, and the untitled folder is where everything matters. This other stuff doesn't matter. I'm going straight into the untitled folder. Here we have the documentation. Let's be honest, guys. I'm not going to sit here and read documentation. You guys can do that. I mean, I'm not going to. I've used this before, so I don't need to. But this zip file, you're going to look for the zip file inside the folder that you unzipped. It's called Upload This Theme File. We're literally just going to take that zip file and we're going to drag it and drop it into the Shopify here. So here it says Upload Zip File. I'm going to take the zip file and I'm going to go here. And I'm literally just going to drag it and drop it. That's all. But remember, you have to do the unzip first. Open the untitled folder, then find the zip file called Upload This Theme File, and then upload it. So now it's uploading. So now our theme is literally uploading. Okay? So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm just going to wait here and let it do its thing. And we're going to see our product live on this actual theme. Now, a little FYI for you guys is so far we've only uploaded 1 product. In the next video, I'm going to upload a bunch of different products so we can kind of be on the same page. The reason why I'm waiting a little bit is because I want you guys to add as many products as you want before we get started into actually building out our store. So we can do this all together at the same time. So here is the theme. It's uploaded. I'm just going to go straight to the theme that says upload this theme file and hit publish. Okay, I'm going to hit publish here. Wait for it to load. Okay, so it's published. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename it. So I'm going to call this my Irish City Store. That's what I'm going to call it. So Irish City Store. And then I'm also going to write theme POD just so I know where I got this from, what it is, etc. And I'm going to delete my Dawn theme here because it's irrelevant to me. I'm not going to ever use it, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and hit Customize. Now, when we hit this Customize button, this is when we're going to be able to edit the front end of everything the users are seeing, whether it be on the home page, the product page, etc. And you could see here, this is already a template that's being created for us. So you can see how things are looking. Now, this is pretty bare right now because we haven't added any products and things are going to change. But what I do want to do is head back here or head here instead, hit products, and just select the default product. I want to look at how my product page is going to look. And you can see here, we already got some things going. We got this X amount sold in the last amount of hours. This is bare. We need to add an image here. And I'll show you guys what to do for that. Here we have real-time visitor count. We have the cart motivator. We got a lot of things going on. Now, the reason why our buy now button is missing is because we haven't connected our payment processors. We're going to do that in the future. Notice here, the sizing chart, we're going to get this out of here. We're going to make it look a little more clean, and we're going to add it to the actual theme infrastructure. You see this button that says size guide? Whenever somebody clicks on this, these charts are going to pop up. I'm going to show you how to get this all done. It's going to look really, really good. But so far, the reason why we're using this theme, like I said, is because in the future, I don't want to have to spend hundreds of dollars a month on applications, okay? So if something that I do want to add is all these different theme features, okay, need to be together, okay? And the reason why I say need to be together is because Charlie Munger, that same super duper smart guy, he created something called Lollapalooza effect. Or he didn't really create it, he studied it. Lollapalooza effect. And really what Lollapalooza effect is, it means when you have a lot of these different things that influence human behavior, which I just showed, I just listed them all out, like things like this, the shipping motivator, all these different things that we just listed out, the affirmation bias, confirmation bias, the incentivization bias, all these different things. It creates Lollapalooza effect, which basically means the effect becomes amplified. And this is the problem that I see a lot of people do, is you'll get somebody like using the Dawn theme, for example, or a free theme, and they'll get one of the benefits like that free sales pop-up, right? That little motivator. Let's go ahead and take a look at it because I just want to show you guys what I'm talking about, because I don't want you guys to fall into this mistake, because I promise you it will cost you and it'll hurt you even more. So you see this little pop-up that's going to pop up right now in the corner that says so-and-so purchase XYZ. Well, the reality is people are used to that one feature. And like right here, right? People are used to this. And the reason why they're used to it is because a lot of amateurs go on Shopify, get a free theme, and then download an app like this. And they'll pay monthly for an app like this, and they'll get it going. That's actually going to hurt you long term. Let me explain. What consumers seen is they've seen this hundreds of times. But what they haven't seen it is in correlation with other different features. So then consumers are at a more heightened awareness, right? So they'll see this on a regular theme with no other features that amplify the bias, right? And then they'll look at it and say, this is a scam, I'm leaving, right? That's what's going to happen. With the rest of these features, then you have confirmation bias where it's confirmed. And more importantly, when you have all the different features together, that creates Lollapalooza effect where the intensity of that feeling is amplified, right? The control of the behavior is amplified. You're giving yourself the biggest chance possible, which on a psychological effect just makes complete sense, right? Like if you want to knock down 10 different pins, it's best to give yourself 10 different shots to do so, as opposed to just one shot to knock them all down, if that makes sense. And really what we're doing is every single time a visitor comes to our website, we're attempting to knock down the pins. And instead of using one ball to knock down the pins, we need 10 different balls, right? If that makes sense, like a bowling effect. But you guys get what I'm saying here. The more psychological triggers that you add to your store, at the end of the day, the more profitable you're going to be. Now, some people will say, well, that's not fair. You shouldn't play with people's psychology and their mind and things like that. And I tell you, well, Macy's does it. Sears does it. Amazon does it. When you go to Sears and they say, buy two, get one free, that's called incentivization bias. They're motivating you to go buy. And it's not something that you can break or you can free from. It's just the reality. When somebody tells you, hey, buy this, get the second one 50% off, that's motivation bias, incentivization bias. Scarcity bias is when a certain amount of something is limited, is not as much anymore. All these things play a part, and they add up together to, like I said, create Lollapalooza effect, which increases the likelihood that a consumer is purchasing. Now, I can promise you, almost 100% of the time, that the people you watch on YouTube who are teaching Shopify and things like that, these are the things they don't teach you. Why? Because this is how they get you to pay for the $4,000 courses, the $5,000 courses, the $1,000 courses. They get you to pay for these things because that's what they're doing. They're playing into the human psychology, okay? And whether the product is a scam or not, you got to watch out. And that's irrelevant to the whole psychological effect. But this is essentially how we're going to make our store profitable, is using a theme like this to boost all those different things so that when consumers not only come to our website, not only trust us, but give us the benefits of all the sales, all right? I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. In the next video, we'll add all the rest of the products and get things going, all right? Peace out, bye.